can we stop throwing our money down the drain?
Well, that's very aptly put, exactly, down the drain. So, I mean, I think in this country, it's difficult, particularly after the last week, for anyone to imagine there could be a water shortage because we've got plenty of it, like storming around everywhere. But the reason that wasting water is a problem, and the reason I've teamed up with Affinity Water to talk about this, is it's clean water that we mustn't waste. Because obviously there's lots of rain outside, but the clean water that we have in our homes, to make it clean, it uses the earth's resources to make it clean. So when you leave a dripping tap, that is a very precious resource that has used not only money but the earth's resources to get into your tap in that manner so that it is clean. We waste, you might look at it and think, oh, it's only a dripping tap, it doesn't really make much difference. But home leaks, a little bit of there's a few places you'll find leaks in your home, but home leaks can add up to about 900 million litres of clean drinking water every single day that is wasted from home leaks. So that would be enough water to, say, fill Wembley Stadium, and that would be every day. And that's just from little drips. And so this campaign is to basically say, you might think it's only a little drip, but if everybody leaves their little drips, that is what we're wasting. And it's a very precious resource. You know, we know everything is precious, but it's unnecessary to let it go down the drain. So it's costing you money and costing the planet.
What are the tips that people could do to save water and to save their money?
So this campaign is about finding your hidden leaks, and well, that would be a dripping tap, which is obviously not hidden, but it's just a leak. It's just a waste of water. So fixing your dripping tap. If you're not confident about how to do it, then call a plumber. Affinity Water have plumbers on their website, but if you can get a plumber, then if you don't feel confident, get a plumber. If you don't want to spend the money on a plumber that's a dripping tap, it's worth going and have a chat with your neighbours. See if any of your neighbours have got a dripping tap as well, and then get a plumber to do all your dripping taps at the same time. But also check inside your airing cupboard or wherever the boiler is and the hot water cylinder, because very often we don't really look in there. We shove loads of old coats in there and stuff in there, and then you leave it there, and there it festers. And you need to take all that out and just have a look, and you might find there's a little bit of weep here and there. Leaks in there are relatively common. And the other area is the cisterns in the loo letting by. So the cistern, the ball cock in the cistern shuts the water off. When you flush it, it means that water doesn't come. But it's very easy to turn a blind eye to cisterns that just let a little bit of water through. And so inside the loo pan, it's always slightly trickling, and we all just ignore it because we think, oh, it doesn't matter. But it does matter. And so if you're not sure, you can either have a good look and see if it's dripping down, or they have a Affinity Water. If you're with them, they can send you a leaky loo strip, which you can stick inside and see whether it you can check, or you could just do a little line of watercolor paint and see if it washes away.
So a lot of people kind of leave leaks until right at the last minute, whenever it's probably too late. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think often it's because we don't know why there's a leak. So we think, oh, well, I'll just leave it because I'm not sure how bad it's going to be. But the truth is, a stitch in time does save nine. And, if you deal with it initially, it'll end up costing less in terms of the repair. I think people are a bit, they're nervous about how bad it could be. And B, it is expensive getting a plumber out. And, people haven't got a lot of cash to spare at the moment. And I really know that, which is why I think either have a go yourself. There's lots of you can look online to get lots of tips, or get a plumber in, but share the cost of the plumber with your neighbours. So that means that if you can get 3 or 4 neighbours and you can get a plumber for half a day and he fixes all your dripping taps, all of a sudden it's a bit more affordable. If you've got a relative who, your dad, your granddad, your grandmother, or some relative, I mean, there's a lot of knowledge in older people, and a lot of older people know exactly how to do this stuff. So invite them over for a cup of tea and a piece of cake, and while they're there, go, oh, I was just going to fix my tap while you were here, and then they can watch you which means that they'd be able to help you as well, because experience is everything. And a lot of older people, what they contain in their brains is really useful stuff. It's like a sort of walking internet inside their brain. So get them over.
Thank you so much for your advice. And any last comments you want to make about this campaign?
No, I mean, to be honest, just get out there and just check the leaks. Just be a bit vigilant and save a bit of water. And meanwhile, every drip will help save the planet that we are lucky enough to live on.